Okay, then welcome back for the mobile gaming fanatics. Those that enjoy NHL Supercard, I'm MyTyme, back with another episode. Sorry for the slight delay in this episode. It's been a few days. I've been waiting to collect some season rewards, which we will come to in a moment. Just to show you from the most recent event, I was only able to get my way up to, and it's along here somewhere, this Nicholas Cromwell. So unfortunately for me, I am stuck with an epic card from the most recent event. I probably could have grinded out Zetterberg if I had more time, but I was unable to do so. Here you can see we've got a Rivals Clash coming up very soon. But before we do that, I'd like to just take a quick moment to show you a couple of my most recent epic pulls. So I'm just going to cut out now to a clip that I took earlier on. Yes, so not particularly great. Two epic pulls within a matter of seconds, and both supports. And to make it even worse, I can probably show you here. I've had two more epic pulls since, and yeah, you probably guessed it. I picked two more. I actually did pick a playmaking and a stick cannon. So I've had 4 epic pulls, and I haven't had one outfield player yet, which is ridiculous. Tell me if any of you guys have had anything that kind of bad. Please, someone make me feel a bit better. 4 epic pulls in a row, not one solitary outfield person. I mean, I need someone on the ice. I need to get some epic pros to give me a chance to push my way up into that legendary tier. You see, I'm making no progression here. I can't get the pros. Yes, I can fully level out my Stamkos, but that's still not going to push me up into epic plus, and it's also not going to push me up into anywhere near legendary tier. So I really need to get some of those pros in if I'm going to move forward. Now, from the ladder reward, we are closing in on that Hornqvist. We've got 1,300 games played. Not as many as I'd like. I would have liked to at least hit the 1,500 mark by the time of this event. But with it being a Rivals Clash, I might actually make an effort to try and get some of those rewards. So we'll have a look here first. Then we'll come back to the season. And then we will probably end the episode. So, no, we don't want to do that. Let's have a look who's going to be playing. He's going to have Philadelphia versus New Jersey here. Now, we're going to have a little look at the rewards, and we're going to make a decision on what we think is worth going for, what I'm going to try and go for, etc, etc. Now, so we have a look. One thing that I do like about this game, and I will give them credit here, whereas they were a little bit, should we say, off the ball to begin with in my NBA, they are offering you a pro if you're rank 1 to 25, and they're offering you a secondary card as well. So, while you, for example, may not have a huge amount of use for a single legendary card at the moment, it is nice that they're offering 100 people the opportunity to get a pro still, and obviously those who make the top 25, you get both event cards regardless who wins, although you only will be pro one of them straight away if you wish to do so. So it's back to being Taylor Hall and Claude Giroux. If we just have a quick look at the two cards, I'll show you here. You can see Taylor Hall's skating is his big standout, and he's pretty balanced in that playmaking and stick handling for a left wing, which is pretty good to be fair. It's a 3-stat card. Unless you really like balancing your cards, I'd say you just leave his focus alone, and he can be a pretty decent 3-stat card. You come across to Giroux here, and he's kind of the same mould. You can see playmaking, stick handling both up at 56, and his skating at 49. Once again, a 3-stat card, better than Taylor Hall. And the reason why I say he's better than Taylor Hall is because his 2 primary stats are that bit stronger, and you know, to me, I like 2-statting cards. I think 2-statting cards is the way forward, because when you get to choose what stat you want, you know, you can balance your cards. You have a couple of playmaking, couple of stick handling, couple of skating, couple of focus, and you're done. So personally, for me, I prefer him. In terms of points wise, there's not a lot of difference, but I'd prefer him in terms of his actual stats. but it's a centre. You get plenty of centres in this game, so yeah, I don't even know who I'm going to go for yet. I actually don't know. But as we scroll down, top 250. So really, I'm looking to aim 250 would be an improvement to my deck. So that's kind of the minimum I want to get to. But ideally, I will probably try and go for the top 100 for this event. I'm going to see if I can put some time out. I mean, now I've got a bit of time on Thursday and Friday. I'm working Saturday and I'm out for summer Sunday. But I am going to try it and see if I can get at least top 250. But the top 100 is going to be my aim. Now, I'm almost tempted here to try and go for jersey here, because you've got Corey Schneider as a goalie. That'll be a pro goalie there. Top 1250, 501 to 1250, which will not be too hard to get a pro goalie if he's going to win, compared to a Wayne Simmons. Now, unfortunately, at this stage of the game, there is no comparison here. Getting that goalie would make a big difference to my team, and probably to a lot of people, even those of you who are in Legendary Tier, Legendary Plus, Legendary Plus Plus already. You're very unlikely to have 4 epic goalies or better in your season decks, in your deck 25s. So it's going to be one of those things. If I can push up in here, I would definitely get those cards, because they will help me move into or towards Legendary Tier. But if it looks like I'm going to potentially struggle, I will drop down and I will just keep in the top 250 to 1250 and take that pro goalie if Jersey are going to win. If they're not, then I'm probably going to be even more likely to push through into those top 250 ranks. That's what I'm going to be doing. Let me know what you're going to do, people. If we come back to season, I said I'd love to show you some decent rewards, apart from maybe 1 or 2 ultra rare cards. All my epic cards have been a complete and utter waste of time. I did have a final against Belizar, who actually came top. I've gone through and won this. He wasn't energized. I think I stopped energizing after this game. Yeah, okay. And he has now started doing a bit of energizing. But my team overall was kind of better than him, I guess. He had a lot of super rare pros and a few ultra rare pros and that, but not enough epics or anything like that to try and really worry me. So this was another pretty easy win, which is good from my perspective. No real dramas all the way through. End up going through in second and then coming out and winning it. Don't think there's any season chat, unfortunately. Not a particularly chatty bunch. And I'm going to get another 2 ultra rare cards. Now, I am going to be doing this while I was probably proing up the majority of my ultra rare cards. I'm going to keep some of those ones out of my season for the minute, so I can actually pro a couple of the super rare, a couple of the ultra rares that I have. We'll come to that in a moment. Let's see what we actually get. Jeff Carter is a single, I believe, which is not particularly good at this moment in time, and so is Justin Williams, I believe. So 2 more singles, not going to help me a great deal. Let's just double check this, make sure I haven't made too many mistakes. But yeah, so I've just picked up another Gots to Be Here, another Shane. He is actually a reward in the rival clash. I didn't go as far down as the ultra rares, because I'm going to guess the majority of people playing this game, as it is still kind of newish and it's probably not as popular as the other Supercard games, will have a better chance of getting those top 1250 rewards. So I didn't actually go and look into further down, but yes, he is a reward coming up, and I think that's about the only good stuff. Yeah, only good stuff I have got to potentially pro. So what I will do is I will work on proing Pavlik, which is actually, he was another pull. I did have the single already and I pulled him during the last event. We'll do Shane and we'll do James here, sort them all out. They'll be pros, they'll be ready for future road to Stanley Cup. Not that they're necessarily going to have a big impact on my deck for too long, but for the moment, as you can see here, it would help to have the pro super rare goalie. Will help me for now. I can train up the other epic goalie I've got, I believe, and there's a couple of cards here which will be able to come in. I've got a couple more, Nicholas Cromwell and a few of those kind of cards which could come in and be used, which might just push me into ultra rare. So my aim here is now to remove these people out for any cards, to be honest with you. At the moment, I'm not really too bothered. Let's just put in a couple of commons for the sake of it. So that's 1 out, and I don't think there's anyone else in here who I have got that we can pro. So we'll just combine these 2 for the moment. Boom. we will work on these and work on these, and then we will be back very shortly. Well, actually probably not very shortly, probably maybe come back in a couple of days. I'll see how we go, see how the next 24 hours, 48 hours go, and then I'll give you an update on my progress. Hopefully by then we'll have the Hornquist, so we'll be able to pro him, so that'll be an epic pro incoming. And that by the end of the event, if I can get a double legendary pro, then I will be in legendary tier. If I can pro one of those legendary cards, fully level up my stamp cost and have that Hornquist, that will put me into legendary tier, even if it is the bottom of it. So hopefully by the beginning of next week, there will be my legendary pool coming, coming, and we can take it from there. So will I get the Hornquist coming up in this event? Should do. Very, very likely, because I'm hoping to play enough games to get him completed. So thank you for watching, people. I'm going to end the episode here. Gameplay will be coming during the Rivals Clash, along with a few tips and tricks once I've got my head around it, just to see what works in the season. So I'll be back with that probably in about 24 hours or so. Take care, guys, and good luck with the event when it eventually hits.